Today is the kind of day where you feel like you shouldn't play any music. You should just sit and just have football conversation because it's heated up and it's very. Thank you so much to everyone who's speaking to us. I'm trying to read them as much as we can. It's the reason we are trending. Continue keeping us going, guys. And as someone has asked me, I haven't heard Wokabi say something bad about City. All he does is praise them because there's nothing bad to say. And what?
You actually did last season. In the middle of the season,
when Pep
was trying on you.
Yes.
When City wasn't looking good. But after that, everything started falling into place. They started winning.
That Arsenal would win the title.
Yes.
For almost half of the season.
Yeah.
Then he changed his mind. Was it in February?
I actually I stuck with it. I died on my hill.
He did.
Yeah.
I died on my hill.
Like 5 games, he was like, Emenda.
Emenda. The moment Arsenal dropped
he was the biggest critic of Man City.
Yeah, I was like, what are they doing?
What are they doing? But when it finally worked,
Yeah, I can't argue with a team that got Vardiol and Nunez and Doku and got rid of Mahrez and paid money for Mahrez, paid money for Laporte.
Conned Chelsea £42 million. Somebody needs to be fired in Chelsea for sure. You spend £42 million. You're coming to start. You're not coming to sit on the bench. No, you're coming to influence our games. £42 million. You're a starter.
Now, you in the same vein, when we told you Kai Havertz,
but there's no exactly. Anyway, you still Kai Havertz. You integrate the players.
Guys, calm down. We are going to get taken away from our path. Our path is Brighton. Brighton took on Newcastle last night, and Brighton took Newcastle to school. I was convinced there are more than 11 on the pitch. There are too many. If you realize, I think there are too many.
I thought there were 3 Estupinians on one flank. Mitoma was the other side.
There are too many.
Ferguson. Hey, that striker is good.
In fact, my fight is with Mitoma. He does the same thing. Once he gets the ball on the left, he keeps trying to cut in and shoot. And I was like, no, there are options.
There has to be something.
Be more aware. I know you dribble, but you have that's the only criticism I would have of the whole team. Like, he could pass it more. But they Newcastle Sammy. Sammy. Where?
I have one criticism for them. Yes, they are really good at pressing, but what we saw when they were playing against West Ham, it's what's cost them. When they press you so much, they leave so many spaces, so much space on the spaces they leave. Look at the positions that they conceded the goals. It was the main side of Estupinian in the West Ham game.
Oh, yeah.
That's the problem I have with them. They press really well, but they leave spaces at the back.
Yeah, but brilliant for them to have come back from that defeat against West Ham. And, Pep Guardiola sometime talked about De Zerbi being one of the most transformational managers we have in the world right now. And I guess we saw that even yesterday. Joe Pedro is a striker, but he ended up playing in behind Ferguson. And you could see from the analysis that was being done yesterday, Dan Burn was having a really horrid time trying to mark whoever it's going to be. And even Ferguson at his age, I think he's really good that he knows when the opponent is backing down and when to stop and when to take the shot. It was such a wonderful game for them. And that you talk about them kutoka,
yes,
all of them together. That first goal showed it all, because that ball to Nick Pope ilimwangukia too, and there were like 6 guys in the box. It was really brilliant.
I think their first rule of the team is you must run.
Yes.
I think it's like
80 kilometers.
Rule number 1, kila mtu akimbie. Hakuna star kwa hii team.
Yeah.
Everyone to run.
Yeah, I think they really look like a very well coached team, very well drilled team. They attack as one. And let me another thing as well to mention, because something Newcastle they nullified Newcastle's attacking to only 2 shots on target. And you remember last week but how we were praising the attacking of Newcastle, Nimoto.
Yeah, man.
But they managed to nullify that to only 2 shots on target.
Is it just me? Is it just me who thinks Newcastle looks slightly? I don't know whether it's they are more people know what to expect from them more. Or they feel, or there's a different pressure with them this year. There's just something.
I kind
there's
of
just
agree
something.
with you, because when you nullify the midfield, it's as if you've killed the whole team, because there's a disconnect. The strikers can't do anything. The back 4 is especially except Trippier, the rest are ni chaos tu huko nyuma.
I think this season they needed to take it to the next level. And last week we said if Newcastle beats Liverpool, then we will have a glimpse of what exactly we to expect from them. But I don't think they have really improved the team because where they reached, it's only Tonali. You need and Harvey Barnes. Yeah, but you need these marquee signings, statement signings who are going to make your team better, way better. For example, a good example, let's say, which team has really improved this transfer window with one key signing? Villa, they've bought several. Soboslai, he's okay. There's
no, they are replacing a really top guy.
You remember when Liverpool reached the Champions League final, and then the next signing that they got was Alisson. Just took them to another level.
Yeah, first they got Van Dijk,
they
got Van Dijk, then Alisson.
You got Van Dijk, you reached the final. Then after that, you got they needed somebody who's going to take them to the next level, to be consistent, a consistent team in the top 4, to be consistent performers, and to be obvious with what we expect from them. I just don't think Tonali and Harvey Barnes are enough. They are good players, but they needed more.
Well, they've lost to Liverpool. They've lost to Manchester City, and yesterday they lost to a good team, of which they were done. They were done really by Brighton. I guess it was there was that they were playing so many tough fixtures in the first few games, which I think cast them off guard. I've always said to the idea that this success was some before time. It was a bit premature that they didn't expect they'll be in the Champions League within the first season of them being taken over. So Eddie Howe right now is kind of where he should be. Where he should be right now.
I like your arguments. I mean, I think you have a point because, like you say, if you think about it, they've lost to City.
Yeah.
I mean, this is City, and maybe the manner of the defeat was a bit concerning because City just kept the ball with 10 men. Mm-hmm. And they just kept the ball and they just couldn't find out. City didn't make a sub, and you're all thinking, come on, do something. You could look back and say the Liverpool game was a bit on an anomaly. Goal, Almiron hit the post. Alisson made wonderful saves, but then Nunez just became prime Suarez in a matter of minutes. But, so yeah, maybe it's just that maybe Brighton are bad though.
But
Brighton are bad.
Okay, we have reached here. Sorry, we are ahead of schedule, but we have reached here.
Yeah, but see, the process must continue. The process must. You never jump the process.
For example, last season, a good number of the fans, I included, did not think Arsenal would finish second, right? But now there's a high expectation. Mulifikapo, you've shown us what to expect from you guys. So you have to reach that same level or surpass it.
Okay.
And for Newcastle, you want to rock with the big boys? You gotta beat the big boys.
Maybe we should give credit to Brighton and the way they are set up and the way they harass you, because Brighton ukikaa mbaya watapita na wewe.
Walikuwa na chance ya kupiga Liverpool. They didn't beat them.
Like we said, like a joke here, they lost their midfield. They lost their central midfield. Like all of it. Like there's no McAllister, there's no Caicedo. They are like, okay.
Pascal Gross.
Yeah, Pascal Gross come. Bill Gilmore come.
So why should we cut Newcastle some slack here, Sam?
No, I think because of their system. I think the Brighton system is excellent. That's why.
It works.
The Brighton system has this thing where they lost Kukurea, Estupinian is here. They lost Caicedo, this one is here. They lose Bissouma. Like they are like, next. Guys, remember that kid who all of you like last season is injured. And Siso. And now they have Ivan Ferguson who casually scores a hat-trick and he doesn't even always start. Like, they have a system that works so well. And I go back to the tweet from last week. Someone told me, tell me a player who's left Brighton and been great.
Maybe Ben White, but he didn't spend time there.
Yeah. Like, Ben White was, but he was at Leeds. Yeah, it's like, tell me a player who's been there and he's been, maybe their system is really good. So you've got to, and they've gotten Ansu Fati.
Yes.
Now, if anyone can turn Ansu Fati back into the player he should be, is Brighton. However, I'm worried for him.
All right.
He's small.
The height.
He's small, man.
This is England.
He's small, man. Those defenders are going to have so much fun with him. He's small. He's 5'6". He's a midget.
But
I'm
this is the
worried
same guy
about
who
it.
broke out to a very good start in La Liga.
That's La Liga.
And in Spain, in the national team.
The physicality. First of all, I think he was overrated from day one. Just slightly.
Yes, slightly, yes.
Of course, he's had injuries, but he was overrated. The new Messi, everyone wants the new Messi.
Yeah, the number 10.
The number 10 and everything. I think he's small. I think the EPL generally doesn't like small people. You have to be really good to survive as a small attacker. You have to be really good because he's a forward essentially. So I'm assuming
Yes.
he plays as a 10 or as a
Centrally, probably.
somewhere there.
Yeah. It
But-
would be a toss-up between him and Mitoma. One of them. Because he loves on the left side.
Yeah, so you see, so I just think, but anyway, we'll see. But it's a good signing. If anyone can revive his career, I think it's them.
Yeah, and Dizabi especially, because I was reading through the process that led him to heading to Brighton. It had to come down to a phone call from Roberto Di Zerbi, who explained to him the situation, the system that they want to play in. And I guess there couldn't be a better place for him to revive his career back, because there is no obligation to buy him. He's going to get back to Barcelona.
And someone has said we must say something about the players that Sheffield got on the final day of the season, because they were not Sheffield, Nottingham Forest, because they were very, very, very busy. And they got a guy called Murillo from Corinthians. They got Nuno Tavares from Arsenal.
Yes.
Nice buyer, I think. Solid on the left. He's a good option, I think. They got Nicolas
Some guy.
Dominguez from Bologna, the captain of Bologna. They got Hudson Odoi. Oh, how the mighty have fallen from Bayern Munich to here. No, links with Bayern Munich. Chelsea turned down bids of him at Bayern Munich over and over and over again. Said no, he's worth a lot more than that. Now to being sold for 3 million. Boss, 3 million. 3 million.
Mambo ni matatu.
3 million. Hii ni kama Manu na Amrabat. And then Vlacho Dimos from Benfica, the Greek guy, 4-year deal. Then Sangare, which I think is a
Very good
solid guy.
signing, Yes.
The midfielder, they got him to come in.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they got the Liverpool legend,
Yes.
Divock Origi,
Yeah.
on loan. And then they got Omobab, that one, from Norwich,
Andrew.
11 million. Ati Andrew.
Tena mambo mingi.
I like the way they signed. Nottingham away where they signed 20, 17, but they find a way. Their coach is really decent. They just find ways of doing things. Yeah. I like them. And like I said, battle hardened. Una watu tumesema hapo. Kuna wengine wadogo, lakini kuna wababa.
And experience.
Yeah.
And experience.
Kuna wababa. Now when my bundle is signing 21-year-olds, wow, baba, you get Divock.
Champions League winner.
Huh?
Champions League.
My friend, Liverpool
Aye.
legend.
Legend. Clutch player.
Yeah,
Legend.
super clutch. That super clutch.
Kabisa.
I don't think there's been a more clutch player at Liverpool in a decade than
Than him.
Divock.
Divock.
Yeah. Anyway, so today is the day of the Lord. Arsenal are playing United. Everyone is excited. Everyone says it's a big game. When we come back, all the way to the top of the hour, I shall listen to stories, and then we shall also name our top 4.
Yeah.
Because people said they want. We said we'd name it after the window, so we'll name our top 4. You name the guys who are going to the bottom, and then we preview that game, because today here nothing else matters. Okay.
It's the Premier League, all on DSTV. All the goals, clashes, and moments. All of Rashford, Salah, and Saka. All in the language of your choice. All in HD. Available on all these bouquets to choose from on all these devices. Dial *423# or download my DSTV app to get a DSTV HD decoder with 1 month of family for just 2,900